Marketeers have talked for years about 5 P's of marketing. There are more than 5 of them, but everyone has their favorite 5. Some of them include product, pricing, promotion, positioning, publicity, packaging, pass along, and permission. Something disturbing is happening though. The P's just aren't enough anymore. This is a book about the new P. A P that is certainly exponentially important. Probably you can guess it already. The new P is purple cow. The essence of the purple cow is that it must be remarkable. In fact, if remarkable started with a P, he could probably go without the subterfuge of the cow. But what can you do? This book is about the why, the what, the how of remarkable. Remarkable marketing is the art of building things worth noticing right into your product or service. Not slapping on marketing as a last-minute add-on, but understanding that if your offering itself isn't remarkable, it's invisible. If you are a marketeer who doesn't know how to invent, design, influence, adapt, or ultimately discard products, then you're no longer a marketeer. So the core message of the whole book is really already said in the first couple of pages. It's also the first rule. Stop advertising and start innovating. Be remarkable. Imagine yourself driving on the road to your supermarket and you're thinking of what you have to do. Your checklist, your grocery list, and all the other things that are on your mind. Then you're entering the parking lot. You step out and walk to the store. You realize that you forgot the coin for the shopping cart, so you hurry back and you take the coin out of your car. Since you are in a hurry, you work quickly your list off when you are back in the store, and when you come back to your car, you pack your stuff immediately in and you drive away. Then the phone rings and you answer. Of course, hands-free, guys. It's your mother, and you're talking the entire trip, and then you come home. My point here is that you drove past several billboards and walked past advertising stands and other marketing campaigns in the supermarket of so many companies. But did you pay attention? No. No, you didn't. In a world like this, time is our most important asset. Nobody has it and everybody is busy. In the past, when somebody drove to the supermarket, he would notice what was on there. But now we live in a society, wherever we are always busy. And when we are not doing something meaningful, we are busy with our phone. That is what it is. It's your phone or it's being busy. So why do marketeers even think we are paying attention to billboards or other traditional advertising? So rule number 2 is we are too busy to pay attention to advertising. When I was starting this channel, I tried to type every single word that I was going to say in the script for the video, and that took me longer than a whole day to complete the script for just one single book. Because we come from Holland and we're not speaking English here, so we only learn it at school. So I thought that it would be possible to get an easier way. And in the time of my father, when he was a businessman, he used a dictaphone. And when he came back to the office, his assistant on the office had typed it out for him. And I thought it was absolutely possible that in a market of today, there would possibly be an app or service that types what you say. Had to be, I thought. So I went searching on the internet and of course I found one. I use Voice Note too, because I think it's very useful, but you can use whatever you want, because there are good ones today. Advertising of Voice Note earlier in my life was absolutely a waste of time. I obviously didn't bother back then and I probably didn't care about it at all. And now I searched and tried to find the best. And I am using this product. Through this example, you see that advertising had no role in it. And the only thing I want was a good product that solves my problem. Nowadays, customers are desperate to find good stuff that solves their problems. So rule number 3 is solve customer needs. Customers will find you if you offer the best product. Here's the sad truth about marketing. Just about anything, whether it's your product or service, whether it's marketed to consumers or to corporations, most people can't buy your product. Either they don't have the money, they don't have the time, or they don't want it. If an audience doesn't have the money to buy what you're selling for the price you need to sell it for, you don't have a market. And if an audience doesn't have the time to listen to you and understand your pitch, you will be treated as if you were invisible. And if an audience takes the time to hear your pitch but decides they don't want it, well, you're not going to get very far, you see. This wasn't true 20 years ago. Back then, consumers had a lot more time and far fewer choices. They had disposable income and fewer ways to get squandered, so if a company came up with a really neat innovation, the cell phone for example, we would find a way to pay for it. We live in a world that is changed. There are far more choices, but there is less and less time to sort them out. So, rule number 4 is there are much more choices and less time. Seth speaks about the death of the TV industrial complex. The death of the TV is responsible for much of the turmoil in our companies today. Of course, it's not just the TV that's fading, it's newspapers and magazines, any form of media interrupting, any form of consumer activity that's fading. Individuals and businesses have ceased to pay attention. The old rule was this: create safe, ordinary products and combine them with great marketing. But in a world like today, it won't work anymore. So the new rule is, and also rule number 5, is create remarkable products that the right people seek out. To summarize: 1. Stop advertising and start innovating. Be remarkable. 2. We are too busy to pay attention to advertising. 3. Solve customer needs. 4. There are much more choices and less time. 5. Create remarkable products that the right people seek out. Thank you for watching, and as always, get your ads.